What's going on, guys? I'm bringing you another video today. This one's going to be a little bit different. I came across another one of my Facebook Marketplace deals that I really couldn't pass up. I ended up driving a little over 3.5 hours to go get it in the middle of the night, and honestly, you know, I feel like it was definitely worth it. This is probably one of the cheapest you're ever going to see ever listed. I basically seen 2 pictures of it, and I hopped in my vehicle and went after it. Just told him I wanted it, I'll come get it. It was cheap. It was 250 bucks. Okay. Didn't even question it, just went after it. Met him late at night. Luckily he was able to meet and he was fine with it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a video of it, unboxing it. This is the first time I get to see it. This is the first time you guys get to see it. And yeah, we'll go from there. Alright guys, as you can see, just quickly looking at it, this is a supercharger. Now I got these box of parts. I haven't looked in that yet. I've got the supercharger, but for $250, which I'll post the picture of the actual Facebook ad somewhere around here so you can actually see, how much I actually bought it and paid for it and stuff like that, went and got it. But yeah, I mean, I just quickly looked up what this general picture of it, and I'll try and put a picture of that also, what it's valued at, somewhere around here. But yeah, so I haven't really done a whole lot of research on it at all. I mean, I haven't done any research at all. I was told that it was for it came off of a 2005 F-150, which could have been a 5.43 valve or a 4.63 valve. I'm not really sure. But I'll look more into it, and I'll look over it and stuff like that and see if we can find any type of markers or anything like that of what may be on it. But as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and take these parts out of these boxes with you guys and see what all we have. Because, I mean, I have not looked at any of this. I don't know what any of this is. I don't know if it's all good. I'd see a timing cover. I know that. I literally met this guy, went and got it, drove like, I don't know, 3.5 hours. But spins over good. That's pretty much all I've done with it. And yeah, so let me go ahead and get these parts out. We'll go ahead and look through it. Got some coolant hoses. He supposedly pulled everything for it, but I'm not fully sure. More coolant hose, or maybe a coolant overflow thing. We got some bracketry. And I've got a table here behind me that I've got it all set up on. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Nice timing cover, which I don't know why it would need the timing cover pulled, but it's out. So looks like one of the sensors is broke off, but that's not that big of a deal. I don't even know if you need this timing cover. We've got a cooler, which I believe is a water cooler for the supercharger itself. You know what? I'm gonna get a camera set up behind me, pull all this stuff out, and set it on the table so we can get a good look at everything. Alrighty, guys. Now I can go ahead and get a closer video of everything going on here. We have a timing cover, which I'm not sure why they removed it. I don't think it would be needed. Some type of coolant crossover that I'm honestly not sure why. We've got pulleys, lower pulleys. We've got the oil filter, I guess, relocation thing with AN fittings. Again, I don't even know how any of this goes together. I would basically be taking a shot in the dark, hoping that he's gave me everything that was needed. Here's a harness that definitely looks aftermarket for something. Not exactly sure what. More harness and belts. Again, go to something. Overflow tank, water overflow tank. I don't know if that's for this by its own separate system. I'm not sure. Pulley, auto rock pulley, tensioner, more brackets, and again, it's just pretty much hoses, coolant, bolts, and this is one of the relocate kits, I guess, that you mount it somewhere else. I don't know why, but there's several oil fill caps for whatever reason. But yeah, this is more pulleys. I don't know what the pulleys are for. I don't know if there's a higher or lower boost. I don't know if they're the same size or different size. I could probably put them side by side and see what they come to, if they're the same size or not. I would think they would be different sizes for, you know, different boost, but is that one slightly bigger? It looks like this one on the right is slightly bigger. Most definitely is. So definitely could change, maybe change boost by these. I'm not fully sure if these are not just factory, if one of them's factory, but I wouldn't assume so. I would assume these are the aftermarket ones. But yeah, that's all the parts that I got with it. And obviously here's a supercharger. Maybe we can look a little more and see, you know, what actually it goes for, if he's, you know, telling the truth or something like that. I'm not fully sure. But yeah, I mean, whatever it may go to, I don't know if you can custom make these to fit something else or not. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. That's something I'm going to talk about a little bit later in the video. Because I'm going to give options on what I could put it on. Maybe get you guys' opinion on everything too, on what it could go on. But I don't know where the markings are for these. I see it says Elderbrock, Made in USA, Eaton TT or TVS. I see 7464 back here. I'm not sure. I just assumed that the guy, you know, I mean, I would believe him. He seemed like a decent guy. So I'm not fully sure what it came off of. I may try and flip it over and see at some point. Oh, here we go. We got another number back here. Can't really see. It's hard to see, but I may try and quickly Google search that and see if I can figure out what it goes to. Yeah, I'll try and do that and see if I can pull up this exact one. Obviously, I'll try and show you guys the price for the exact one that I find. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I might plan on putting it on. I've got several different options that I'm going to talk about in this video, and maybe I can do maybe somebody, or maybe there's a way to customize it, because I'm looking here and it almost looks like, is this, or are those mounted? I don't know if you can remove these and change these intake ports to something else. If that's the case, that would be good. Because I've got a lot of different options, but I'll go over that here in a minute on what I would like to put it on, or, you know, the options that I have. But I'll go ahead and get that set up and we'll go from there. Alright, I got this thing up a little bit. I was going to show you guys some extra numbers that I found. But yeah, that's kind of, I still got to kind of look and see what all's what with it. But this is the timing cover that came off of it. So I'm sure I could look up, maybe this timing cover did come off of it, but I wanted to see exactly what supercharger it was. But yeah, this is it. Hopefully I can figure out what number it is. I'm not exactly sure on what kind it is. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Alright guys, now there is several options that I have that I would like to use. But I'd like you guys' opinion on it all and see what you guys think also, because I'm really torn between everything that I have. Now, if it does work for a 5.4 or 4.6 3-valve, I do have a 2006, 2007 Mustang GT that I could put it on. I'll try and put pictures of it somewhere around here so you can see it. It's just a stock Mustang, nothing really done to it. It's an automatic too, so I don't know how well it would hold up. But I do have other stuff that I would like to try and make it fit, and I'm going to go through it with this video. First, Mustang GT, option 1. Yeah, we'll go down the options now and show you the rest of them. Alright, now I know what you're thinking. This is going to be a crazy idea already. But hear me out. So, I have several second-gen Camaros And I have several LS's. I'll go ahead and show you. Now, these aren't LS swapped as of right now, but I don't know, with being how this is set up, if you could put a LS type intake on it on each side. I don't know if it's set up high enough or not, but that's a possibility. Taking a LS swap and taking that supercharger and putting on it, because I have a 5.3 aluminum, and then I also have a 6.2 aluminum LS that I could also use to put in this. I just don't really want to put too big of a cowl hood if I have to, but that's going to be one option. If I can make that intake work, I would like the idea of it, but we'll see. But yeah, this is option 2. And again, I'm going to go down the line, look at other options. Alright, so this is kind of option 3. This would be a long-term-ish kind of thing. So I have this truck. It's been sitting back here for a while. If you watch my YouTube, you'll know that I tried to work on it. Engine was locked up, wouldn't free up, anything like that. So my plan is to take this body off of this, and I've got a Ranger frame over there, and just basically put that on there. Now, the reason why this is option 3 is because if you remember, I bought a Mustang GT with a 4-valve in it. Now, I don't know if the 4-valve modular motor is the same as the 3-valve. I'm not really sure, but we can figure it out. So my plan is, this truck is to put the 4-valve in it at some point. Now, I could try and custom make that intake fit, or maybe it's easier to fit, but that's also the, third option, is this truck with a 4-valve with that supercharger on it. And yeah, this is option 4, but this is going to be a long-term project that may happen later on, but we'll see. Figured I'd throw this option out there. Again, you can vote on which one you believe is the one that's going to work the best. But yeah, this is option 3, right? Yes, 3. All right, I'm going to go and show you the rest of the options and continue on. All right, now this is possibly the more joking one, but I figured I'd throw it out there just in case, because I want everybody's opinion. This is possibly option 4. It does have a 4.6 in it. But yeah, this is more just like a joking option. It's not really that serious, but if for someone really wanted to, if for some reason I could, I don't know. It would have to take a lot of persuasion to get me to do this one, but it's a possibility, being an old 4.6 grandma car. But yeah, this is option 4. And I think we got one more option? One more. Okay. Or, well, one more that could be multiple. But we'll see. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you this last option. Now you got to hear me out entirely, because it's not... This would be the easiest thing it could go on, with, if what he told me is true, other than like the Mustang. But hear me out. Hear me out on everything before you click off, judge, anything like that. Hear me out. I'll go ahead and show you this one. As you can see, we have the 2012 Lincoln Navigator that I showed in a video a couple videos back. $250 I paid for this. Now, I don't want to take the supercharger and put it on this, but this does have a extremely, let me get the spider webs out of the way, extremely low mileage 5.4 in it. Reason why I don't want to put the supercharger on it: 1, I could use seats out of something for something else. 2, it's got a little bit of rust, nothing major, but again, I don't care to use it. But like I said, it's got an extremely low mileage, 5.4. Let me go ahead and try and get this hood open. There we go. It's got an extremely low mileage 5.4 in it that it should mount up pretty much easily without really anything going on. Now, when I say I don't want to put it in this, I don't want to put it in this big heavy turd. But I will say that, low mileage engine. Now you may be thinking, what do I want to do with a low mileage engine, Navigator? I can use all the parts off of it, everything like that. My thought process is to take the engine, tranny, and stuff like that out of it. Maybe put it in something else. An old Ford truck. Maybe even that other Ford truck that I got, the old green one that I showed. But I have other bad ideas. Now, I'd get a lot of hate for it, but it is a 543 valve. A lot of people hate those engines, but it's the newer one that's supposed to be better, but I don't know. Now, the second gen Camaro, I have several second gen Camaros. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Yes, Chevy with a Ford going in the Chevy, everybody's gonna hate me. I understand. This would be the easiest engine to swap. Like, well, it wouldn't necessarily be the easiest engine. It would be the easiest engine that supercharger would mount on, and then I could pull everything from this and put it in the Camaro. Now, that is an option also. That is option 5, I believe. Now, obviously I want everybody's opinion. Obviously, you know this one's going to be the most hated, which I understand. You know, it can be the most hated all at once. But I can use parts off of this Lincoln. I can use it elsewhere. And I would also have the cheapest and probably the only 543 valve swap second gen Camaro. $250 in this, $250 in the supercharger. And yeah, I could do that. Or I can take it out and I can find an old Ford truck and I can cut the body off and do all the other good stuff. Now, do I want to do all that? Not really. I would actually like to just put the LS in it, in my Camaro, and then try and get the supercharger fit, which may work. Whatever's going to be the easiest, cheapest route. Again, I have this car. This car is just parts. It's got the 4 valve in it. I plan on pulling the 4 valve out and putting in that green truck, but we'll see. But yeah, these are the options that I've got going on here. Let me get myself out of the sun. These are the options that I have here. Yeah, I guess if you guys figured out, we've got option 1 through 5. Well, I guess this one's kind of 5 and 6 because, you know, 5 is, I guess, throwing it on this, which I don't want to. And 6 is pulling engine training out, putting it something else. If you guys have options, you know, that you may think would be good ideas for putting an engine and transmission in, because I know it's a very hated motor, so a lot of people aren't going to. But yeah, I'm going to stop babbling on. Those are the options. I'd like everybody's opinion on what they think about all of them and which ones would be good, which ones would be bad. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for this video. Appreciate everybody liking, subscribing, following, doing all that good stuff. You know, I appreciate everybody trying to gain, you know, get to that 1,000 subscriber mark so I can start, you know, possibly doing other stuff. I've got a lot of dreams, a lot of stuff I want to do, but it's going to take time, and I know that. But yeah, that'll probably do it for this video. I should appreciate everybody watching, liking, subscribing. Once again, you know, appreciate everybody. If you can subscribe, that's great. I love it. Didn't cost you guys anything. Appreciate anybody that watched my videos and stuff like that. Yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later. Take care. Peace.